For anyone that watches these videos, a few months ago I had a problem with the Ender 3 Bigtreetech board, and the printer would just crash at completely random times, and I would have investigated the board a little bit, but had absolutely no equipment other than the normal multimeters to aid in any diagnosis, so it wasn't very helpful. And because it's birthday time, we have managed to get our hands on an Owon digital scope meter. This is the HDS2102S. This particular one is a 2-channel 100 megahertz version with the arbitrary pattern generator and digital multimeter built in. We're going to be having a closer look at this over the weeks, but I just wanted to do a quick unboxing really. So no seal on the box. They're getting pretty good at this sort of thing, the Chinese. I would have expected a seal on this box. I hope that's not a bad sign. So we have a little pouch. And we only have one probe. We've got a little trimmer. Yeah, little trimmer part is on the side, and this is a ×1 and ×10. I'm not expecting the best quality ever, but might be okay. My oscilloscopes and probes and things are long gone, so we'll have to see what we can do with this one. As I say, in there is a trimmer and some little accessories, probe tip and some little rings here. So that's that. And what else is in there? Oh, we have probe instructions, I'm guessing. Yeah, so the probes, oh yeah, they've got different probes for the various versions of the scope. So the OW3100 is for the 100 megahertz version, and goes all the way up to the 300 megahertz version with the OW3300. A little bit of spec there. Bandwidth, minimum, maximum voltages, maximum voltages, etc. How to trim it up on a square wave, etc. So yeah, pretty standard stuff. So that's that. We then have the user manual and a full user manual, which I don't believe this is downloadable from owon.com.hk/download. So we've got a technical specifications leaflet. So that's that. And then a basic HDS200 series guide. Looks like that's going to cover the HDS2102, and the 21202S versions. Warranty for 3 years. Yeah, good luck trying to get that. Safety information, and then we've got a basic tour around the oscilloscope. Nothing more than that. That's fine for anyone that's used oscilloscopes and meters before. Yeah, 2 channels, 400 volt Cat 2, generator out is 50 ohm termination. So yeah, this is battery powered and charged via USB. Okay, so a quite reasonable padded case with a little wrist strap. So let's have a closer look. Okay, so we have a USB charger. I wasn't expecting that. I would have assumed they would expect you to use your own chargers. I don't know whether we can trust this one very much. 5 volts, 2000 milliamps. So yeah, that is provided. On this side we have the multimeter leads. Again, not expecting anything very much. Yeah, pretty short. Not massively sharp either. 1000 volt max, Cat 3 it says. Not even sure there's silicon covered leads. Should sling the soldering iron on them later. This looks like the charging cable. Yeah, again a shortish Type-C USB cable, perfectly adequate. Then we have, so we've got 2 BNC cables, 2 croc clips, and can use those for the signal generator side of things. Okay, and then the main meter, well, that is held in place with that little strap there. Well, that is surprisingly heavy. I don't know what that weighs. Let me turn the scales on, I will weigh that in a second. Oh, really heavy. Scales are on. So it weighs 515 grams, so that feels very chunky. Yeah, that electronic smell. Now, strangely, there is no screen protector on that. Let's see if we can give you a look from the top. So we have channel 1, a channel 2, a generator out, and then we've got 4 function buttons: mode, channel 1, 2, horizontal, system save, on, off. On the side we have, okay, we've got the calibration 1 kilohertz square wave and the ground, you see there, and next to it is the USB-C charging point. I can't see the camera screen very well where we are at the moment, and that goes in there quite neatly. It doesn't feel like very strong plastic, and it looks like we've got a, yeah, okay, so we've got a stand. Oh yeah, that feels a bit fragile. Didn't even want to bend it into that position. Oh no, that's horrible. I don't like that. That is cheap and nasty. Let's just grab a screwdriver. And we'll just have a look at this battery pack. To avoid electrical shock, remove test leads before opening case. To prevent damage or injury, install quick acting fuses with the amp volt ratings shown. Okay. So, yeah, you can see the standard batteries. I suspect They're the same size that a lot of torches and other equipment that use batteries have fitted these days from China. No point in taking them out. Doesn't want to go back in. Oh, maybe I'm feeding it in the wrong way. Interesting. That won't go back on there now. God. Not impressed. No, not impressed at all. Can't even get the bloody cover back on, so I'm going to pull these out. Actually, that's just, yeah, they're definitely in. Oh, that's ridiculous. Just get a flat blade. I wonder if this whole thing comes out. I think we might have to look at the instructions there. I wasn't expecting that. It's within seconds of opening the damn thing. Yeah, the basic manual doesn't even cover taking. Generally that does not need to be replaced. It can only be replaced by qualified personnel and only use lithium batteries of the same size. Waffle, waffle. Well, that's all very well, but why can we not even get the cover back on? It couldn't be any simpler, could it? There we go. So yeah, I'm not impressed with that arrangement. And I really don't like that plastic. Nasty cheap plastic bracket there. Anyway, so we have the on button here. I don't know if we're going to be able to get in a position to show this without. Let's turn the light off. If we've still got a half decent picture, I think we can probably get away with that. Let's just press the on button. I'm sure this has got partial charge. Yeah, very quick screen startup time. You can see the bars there. Hopefully, actually, I might just grab the camera myself and see what we can see. So, auto. You can see the battery. I'm assuming that is showing full rather than empty. 2 waveforms. It's quite a bright button there. I'm sure that doesn't need to be quite as bright. That's probably wasting some power. Let's go into mode. I was particularly interested in the multimeter side of this. So let's see what happens when we press mode. So that has switched to DC volts, auto ranging. So it looks like it's going to do capacitance, diode, continuity and ohms. It's on millivolts, no, volts instead of millivolts. DC current, DC voltage. Let's see if we can get this camera to stand there. Here, good go. And we're just going to pop these probes in. So we've got common and volts, and let's see what happens to the display when we just short these probes out? Is it going to auto range quickly? No. So we would need to, what have we got here? F1 voltage, AC/DC. I think then F4 is for what function? Yeah, there was a little relay click. Yeah, very slow going down through the ranges. So let's pick. Can we change the range? I think we probably can. Manual range. Oh, that's quick. I've still left it on the 100 mega ohm range, but it's set to manual. Look how quickly that changes. I was not expecting it to be very quick at all. Let's change the range again. See what options we've got. Hopefully you can see that on camera. So 20. So we've got 100, and then the lowest is going to be 200. Wow, that's pretty quick. Now I think, is that quick or is that me not touching them properly? It was quicker on the other range, wasn't it? I think it probably was. Let me just go to 2K. It's funny, it's quicker on that if you're trying to read very low values. Let's go back to auto again. Yeah, that's pathetically slow. $200 ohms. Yeah, not the fastest, is it? And let's see about continuity. Let's go to continuity, and then that's quick. One of the things I want to do repeatedly is check continuity of thermal fuses. So let's just give that a go. Yeah, that's absolutely fine, couldn't be any quicker, so no problems at all. Now what happens if we try a resistor that's at 50 ohms? How quickly is that going to respond on the continuity test, or will it at all? Probably quicker than it is on the 200 ohm range. It's very weird. Let's go to yeah, that auto ranging is a bit of a joke, so I think we can safely forget that. RE range, let's drop it to 200. The resistor's moving all over the work surface. Come on, there we go, we're on it. On, off, on, you know, that's pretty quick. That's reasonable. I don't mind that at all. Do we have any diodes? Let's have a little look. Probably not freely to hand, but what we're going to do instead is just check this capacitor again. This is one that I would be checking all day long for what I do, and we're expecting a reading of around 220 nanofarads. So let's see what this does. Well, that's pretty close. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? So we are off it at the moment. I'm on one leg and touching the second one now. Or not, as he says. I wasn't on it at all. Hang on a second, it's so hard to do. Go. And off. On. That's really quick, very pleased with that. No issues whatsoever. So, yeah, we're not going to do a comprehensive look at this now. Just, you know, quick first impressions. The actual screen is very bright. No problems with that at all. You can see it. I'm trying to angle it away and up and down, and you can just see it from any angle you want to. Looks like it is permanently backlit. Let's go into the system and have a quick look in there. Maybe you can't whilst you're in this mode. Oh, here we go. Look, we've got display, brightness, backlight time, menu time turned on. It's been for 8 minutes according to that. Yeah, okay, look, that's pretty impressive. I think as an unboxing first look, we'll have a closer look at some other, you know, more in depth another time. But apart from, just going to turn that off, see how long that takes. We have to press and hold, I guess. Shut down, and it's off. I don't like the plastic bracket there. That seems like that is going to be a just something waiting to break. I wasn't necessarily very happy with how that went back on, but I think something was just jamming. Those batteries were just not quite in the right place to allow it all to line up. But other than that, it's in a nice sort of rubberized case with solid plastic, although a bit cheap and nasty plastic on the sides here. I think I'd rather have had that silicone all the way around personally, but it's also good that it doesn't have the 4 holes or 4 sockets here underneath. I've seen a lot of, is it a Kai Wheat or something like that, some multimeters that have the sockets underneath, which makes absolutely no sense to me, because how can you possibly rest it on anything? It's yeah, really bad idea, that one. If you put it down, yeah, that feels to me like it is touching. In fact, if we line it up level, yeah, you see the other side here and this side, and if we tilt it over, those buttons are level. So if it falls over on its face, it's actually touching all of those rubber keys, probably both lots. So slightly recessed screen, so that isn't going to get damaged unless there's something on the bench. A little bit disappointed there's no screen protector on there. That would have been nice, just to stop any solder splashes or whatever, because for sure that is a plastic screen. But everything else looks pretty good. So yeah, quick unboxing, first look at that, and we'll do some more investigation with it and report back.